Hey guys, good day. This is William Jones, SEO. We're going to be getting started here shortly. So just wait on Chris to show up and then we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm in my relaxed shirt today. So go ahead and get your questions ready. And once your questions are ready, just drop them in and me and Chris will do our best to answer them. Already see some talking about CTR manipulation and some proxies and stuff like this. So go ahead and get your question in. And we will do our best to answer them. We'll sit here and wait for Chris for a bit. And we'll get started here shortly. We usually do this for about an hour or so. And we do our best to answer any questions you have regarding Google My Business SEO, Google My Business SEO, CTR manipulation, pretty much anything and everything you can think of. That's what we're going to try to help you guys with. What up, Robert? Good to see you. CBD, good to see you too. We're just going to be talking about Google My Business SEO, answering any questions we can. I know some of y'all have been signing up for my crazy wild offer, which has actually been basically, it's an invoice where I send out, you get the offer for $1, next person's $2, next person's $3, next person's $4. It keeps going up and up and up. But it's the original SEO GMB masterclass that I ever created. And I decided to drop it out there for the people that, you know, maybe couldn't afford it at the original price. And we got enough people in there now at GMB Pros, etc. So let's see here. Any questions coming in? We'll get those answered as soon as we get started here. So just keep dropping in those questions. Once we get a few people in here, we'll get started, okay? Hopefully y'all saw that live audit today. I literally did I've been doing some live consults and putting them out. Today I did a live consult and closed a new agency. I'm showing that. I'm showing how I talk to potential clients, how I do audits. I'm showing how I flip categories on Google My Business. I'm hoping someone may even have a suspended GMB, same day kind of suspension, and then I can actually show live how we get someone unsuspended. So that'd be pretty cool, don't you think? But we're doing lots of things live. If you pay attention to my channel, we're going to have a lot of other things like answering little common things like how to do Google My Business appointment links, how to run Google ads, how to set up and optimize a GMB, every little nook and cranny, every little question you could probably think of. That's what we're going to be going over. Hey, Holly, glad to see you here. Old Holly Starks. What up?
Holly's up early. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Holly.
I gave the little guy a little kiss. You know, some mornings when you're snuggling in bed, it's hard to get up. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, I was like all cuddled. Oh, so nice.
Yeah. It's like I'm actually tired. I've had like 14 calls today, so I told my wife after this. I said, after me and Chris today, I'm going to sleep early.
I thought you were gonna. It won't work. I'm gonna put in some more work. No,
she was actually complaining. She's been complaining, saying I'm putting in too much work lately. But I told her, said, I love it. I love SEO. She's like, you know. And
I never. That's one thing. I guess I'm blessed. I don't hear that. Early on, I used to hear that, but now it's, are you with me? Are you against me? Oh, you're with me? All right, cool.
Well, no, she doesn't have. She's not a techie. She hates technology. She hates computers, and she said, for the most part, in her opinion, she said SEO is just a bunch of bullshit. And and I'm like, hun, but you know, we get them on page 1, and they get more phone calls. Well, you say you get them more phone calls, but you never know. Maybe it's from something else. And
they're tracked. We know.
I said, yes, we do know, hon. Yeah. Too early for me, laughing out loud. It's a good start to your day listening to SEO and some coffee.
I think that's true.
And, of course, what Chris is probably, I'm surprised you're not drinking yet, is energy drinks.
Yeah, I just cracked it. I was like, I've actually been up a little bit. I had an espresso. She likes to drink coffee, so we had coffee together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we had a quick little coffee. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I drink about 10 of those a day. You remember the Philippines? We got about 10 or 20 different variations of coffee. We got get rid of the fat slimming coffee. We got make you ass white, make yourself whiter coffee. We got healthy coffee with all types of health benefits.
Do you have
and then
that
we
stuff
got
where they eat the bean and poop the bean?
I'm not.
You know what I'm talking about?
I told my son about that the other day. I said, dude, you are like an information hub. I said, and it's a bunch of useless information. I said, like the monkey that likes to eat a coffee bean and shit it out and then put it back in its mouth. I said, I don't need to know that. Because my son, he's a very smart person and he knows a lot of shit. I mean, he just comes up with some of this wild stuff that you would never think of, but his ass is going to think about it. So,
hey, you need.
But
those.
I've already started teaching him some SEO, so that might be a good combination. So
it's always, if you either want him to love it early or hate it early, but at least in a few years he'll come to that realization. What I found is I try not to steer the kids too much because what I've learned is you kind of stumble into what you like, right?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. Hey, when you stumble, you let me know.
You'll like this. When I used to take him to the auctions, he fucking loves auctions.
Does he?
He loves it. All my kids, man, we used to take them to the auction house, and they love it. I would give my kids money, and they would start bidding and stuff.
Oh, it's the best.
And they loved it, because they would take it, and they would take it, buy the stuff, and then I would help them flip it.
Yeah,
so they love doing that stuff.
Of course, flipping and auctions go hand in hand with SEO.
Yep,
kind of. I guess I don't know. I think it's the entrepreneurial spirit thing,
Yeah, my daughter loved it. I mean, we bought a bunch. I remember we bought a bunch of kids' clothes and flipped it. She was so excited. My daughter, man, she's a good salesperson on top of it. So.
Girls have a unique way of selling. They're so. I almost think the guys are more mushy, easier to like pull the wool over.
We actually just started a call center here, and I said I want women because we're going to be calling on service people. I said women sell better, and I said you get a service guy on the phone and this, nice, sexy voice talking to you. I said, they're going to listen. They'll be like, yeah, whatever you're saying. Yeah, I definitely want that. Book
Who does
me,
the
book
hunting,
me.
Right? The woman line or the man line?
Yeah.
Who goes and kills, right? The women do.
They have an advantage.
Heck yeah. I agree.
Let's see.
More loyal.
Robert.
That's an advantage.
Robert.
Don't want to be the boss. That's an advantage.
By the way, I'm pretty sure she's still listening. I probably did 3 calls today, all 3 of which I did live calls today, by the way. All 3 of which I was saying, look at this freaking network of Hollies, man. This thing is awesome. And then I was getting real fast results and stuff. And they're like, so we're showing that and they love that stuff.
Using the PR stuff?
Yeah, that was awesome on the Google sites. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That is nice. Let's see. Robert, do all SEOs need energy drink?
Needs a strong word. Want.
Need.
Right?
So I tell my wife, there's a difference between need and want.
It's like when you're at peak performance, you can't take a bum, right? And then make them an Olympic athlete. But you can take someone with perfect genetics, give them a little juice. Next thing you know, they're an Olympic athlete. So we're already at our peak performance levels. We add in the juice.
Some juice.
Yes. Next thing you know, that's it. That's how I look at it. I'm like, I don't need it.
Yeah. I'm up at like usually 6 a.m. I go to sleep probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So
I just went, that's when I went to bed, 2:30 a.m. It's 8 a.m. I feel great.
Yeah.
Today's an exciting day, though. I don't go on airplanes much, probably because I'm terrified. But when I do, I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Where are you heading out to now? This NFG is going on. Yep.
Yeah, tomorrow I think is when it starts, though.
Yep, but you're heading out today.
I'm gonna go out today. Yep, super stoked. I'm gonna stop and get some. I was thinking I'm gonna go buy some new clothes. I went last night, but Walmart was closed at 11 p.m. I went there at 1 a.m.
No, we don't have Walmart. I miss Walmart. All the craziness you get to see in Walmart. We don't get that over here.
Yeah, and the ones I go to are in like Hicktown, so they are quite interesting, you know.
Oh, Walmart
Well, you get
Hicktown.
You get a special blend. Like if I go to Hazleton or Allentown, it's city-ish. You get that urban
I've
type.
never heard anybody. I get a special blend of Walmart. You know,
it's a blend.
Culture.
Yeah. They don't have zero Walmarts out where you are?
Zilp.
Dang. Well, so what's the go-to for
we
Adidas
have
stuff or like normal
online
stuff?
Lazada, Amazon, Shopee. There's a lot of online stores. Now, if you go into one of the bigger cities like Zamboanga or Manila, then you have, you know, we don't have Walmart, but we got regular stores where you can actually go buy authentic Nikes, etc.
Nice.
So Holly had to cancel. She can't be at the NFG because medical situation happened with Don's mom. So has to stay there and help out. She's not gonna be able to put you in a headlock, Chris, is what she's telling you.
Okay. All right. I'll see her at Rockstars potentially. Best wishes for you though. Hopefully everything goes well for you.
Let's see here. Oh, Jason says it's the SEO caffeine crew. What's up, guys, from South Africa? Mr. South Africa.
I used to talk to some guys. You know, I don't mind being on the caffeine crew. At least I know my business will stay floating for many years. I know some guys are on a different kind of crew.
Yeah. And
they're no longer
you never know. Yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Get some questions in here. What else we got? All right. Please come out with the energy drink for SEOs. Call it Link Juice.
Hey. Better trademark that quick.
Yeah,
that's actually
that's an idea.
Link Juice. Dude, that's actually pretty slick, Jason.
You better come up with it.
I can see linkjuice.com. Is that available? Link Juice with a Z.
Is that wrong person?
How hard could that be? You know? I'm sure you could buy white labeled energy drinks, slap a label on it and say, all right, it's Link Juice and charge $6.90 per can. Right?
Someone will do it.
It's satire.
Let's see. All right, Mr. Tommy Finnan. Howdy, guys. Hope you're both well.
Very well.
How you doing great. Blessed.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see here.
Very much so.
How was your vacation last week?
Oh, that was pretty nice. I mean, it could have been better, but it could have been worse too. You know, I think things could always be better, but we had fun. Little Chris had fun. I know that. Yeah, so, you know, he had a ball, went fishing.
Nice.
Rented
so he loves fishing too? That's cool.
He does. He enjoys fishing. Yeah, I mean, he's 3, so he likes anything that is outside the norm. You know?
Yeah, well, I remember that as ages, man. My son, you know, he's a trip. I took my nephew fishing whenever I was back home in Jacksonville, and they're like, catch anything. They're like,
that's it.
Crazy.
The smallest fish, yeah. Even playing with the like little minnow fish, like the little like the bait. I was like, dude, that's just food for the food.
Yeah, and then they get, why are you gonna kill them?
We don't have to.
Right. Got a Facebook person. Can I get a towing GMB out of suspension? If you will email me, I will do it, and I will do it live. Is what I will try to do. Because I mentioned that to someone earlier. So you can email me at im@rankfortress.com, and that's my personal per se email. So im@rankfortress.com.
So somebody has a lot of accounts, i.e. Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Vipin says, I'm stepping towards my aim watching you videos, fellas. In fact, good fellas. I'm watching. His aim is watching us. And then, yep, there he goes. I'm stepping towards my aim of becoming a top-notch local SEO guy by watching your videos.
Awesome. Well, I think implementation that's
the biggest part.
I think stumbling. I you know, people will say, "Hey, Chris, hey, you're pretty good," and I'll be like, "Man, I think that a lot of you have to learn a lot of lessons. I learned the hard way. You know, I think watching can help you skip over some things. A wiser man would learn from other people. Me, I had to like go learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So
it's easier to take if you will take your own website, try to rank it, and then once you learn a few mistakes and fuck ups and everything else, then you kind of you're on your own way. Me, it was just I had to learn by myself.
Yeah,
for sure. Back in the day.
You only have to get on with one person that has big accounts and let them feed you work, and you'll learn. Yeah. It's not hard to do cheap labor. You will. There's plenty of people that are willing to pass you work for sure. I always think that's funny. Like, oh, I can't find any work. Like, were you looking?
Yeah.
I think you could work. Maybe not for what you want to get paid, but you could definitely find work for sure.
Yeah, I had someone today. They said they did because I do call drops to the call center and stuff, and they're like, they did this. They're doing the same thing, 1,000 calls and no callbacks. And it's like, well, then your offer or something is really screwed up because I could do 200 and I'll get at least 20 callbacks.
Well, callbacks are different. I mean, I think that a qualified lead, if you call 100 people and you don't get one qualified sale, something's wrong.
That's my point.
You're looking for 3, really.
Doing something wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
You
don't know all the answers.
Yeah, I've had new people on it, and they do it, and 200 calls. He signed up 4 new clients, so in a week. That's not bad. He's been spinning his wheels for 6 months and haven't been able to get anything, and then you get something. It's like, wow. Tell him get ready to work. It ain't easy. Getting it's not hard. It's actually fulfilling it. That's the hard part to me.
That could be tricky.
I
just took on a new business owner last night. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I sent someone. I tagged you in a message. I created a group chat. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I talked to someone. They needed someone national. They're out of Los Angeles, and they need several national SEO campaigns. And I told them, I said, go check you out, and I tagged you into a conversation.
Did you?
In a message chat? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they messaged me, but I'm always down for especially multis. I like those a lot.
Yeah, it's national, and I told him, and when I told him, I said it's not going to be cheap, and he's like, well, it doesn't matter to him as far as the money, so it's like, well, that's a good thing, I think.
For sure.
See here, but I'll make sure if I have to, I'll email it.
Yeah, I just do normal going rate times location.
Okay. Let's see here. He says, Vipin says, correct, Chris. I got your point. Implementation is the main part. Love your videos. Also, Chris, you just nailed some concepts of local SEO.
Thank you. Glad to help.
Chris Palmer, bro. I like your energy level on all your YouTube videos.
Love you. That's key. Volume, enthusiasm, and excitement. Right? I remember that was day 1. ABC, and then volume, enthusiasm, and excitement.
Yeah.
Everything else is secondary.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jason McLaughlin, how did your review sauce training you guys launch with your warm-up method? He thinks he has something from a very unlikely place that may be able to streamline your process.
Cool. I mean,
always reach out. He'd love to hear that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, another one. Love your energy.
I get those. I love you, Jason. Right. I get those a lot though. Like I'm never looking for the better mousetrap or like a better way to invent the mousetrap. Right. I'm looking for the better mousetraps, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm always looking for like, what's new, what's next, and how do I get there first? Right. Or at least be perceived as I got there first. So I think that's key.
Let's see here. Get some more questions come in. All right. Would like your thoughts on why GMB will be in X position for over 2 weeks. Then after posting to it for a few weeks, it drops 15 spots.
Well, I think there's a magnitude of reasons why that is, but also too, every time you implement a search, you're going to see different results. There's going to be fluctuation, but the main piece is there's players entering and exiting the board consistently, right? So there's new players, there's new factors, plus as you're working, you're introducing factors, which is causing a fluctuation, plus how many people are on the board. If you're a DUI attorney, there's 60 players on the board and everybody's trying to win. There's all, there's plus on top of that, you have Google, they're making changes. Plus they're trying to do stuff. They're like, oh, you're doing too many changes. We're going to push you down even more. So I think that there's a lot of forces there. That's what causes fluctuation. Plus there's time, plus there's caching, plus there's your browser. Plus I think it's endless.
50 million things.
Yeah.
And then especially not even seeing the GMB. And then you ask them, say, what did they do prior to this? And what did they do after this? And all this other shit.
Yeah. And what are you doing? What did you just do last night? Like you might have did, who knows? You're getting paid on stuff you did 30 days ago, and then your fluctuation, there could have been a mishap there, so I see that a lot. I think it's just time. That's normal. Now, when you see something completely fly off the board and it's been 30 days and nothing's happening at all for you, then I'd restart over the process. Okay, let's initiate our co-citations. Let's take care of our citations. Let's do some embeds. Let's start pumping some traffic, right? Like go back through the process. Google rewards freshness. Restart. That's what I would do.
Robert, any dangers of having my GMB's website linked to a website with affiliate links?
I think, an affiliate, a website is a website, right? If it so happens to be an affiliate and that's your main property, it's pretty much irrelevant. I've seen all types of things be verified. So regardless of whatever your service or product is, it's completely irrelevant to Google. The question really is it a proper business? Or at least can you prove that it is, right? So I don't see any issue there.
I've seen people send their freaking website links to YouTube. So
why not?
It's the website.
It's your business. Yeah, do whatever you want. I mean, I have all kinds of stuff out there flying in the wind. It's fair.
My question, GMB Posts, does it contribute to ranking of a GMB? And if we post regularly, will it help in generating more calls?
I think that piece at the end is probably the tasty little piece of cheese on the trap, right? Okay. Can it generate more calls is the true question. Yes. So I think that's really the aim. It's not necessarily a ranking signal unless I'm doing other pieces. So if I'm implementing posts or events in order to pump traffic or to create embeds or to create traffic through an embed or whatever we're doing with those, that's the benefit. As far as generating calls if it's just straight and organic play, that's the goal. That's why you are doing it.
The phone ring.
Yeah,
gotta ring.
For
if
sure.
It's not ringing, you're not doing something right.
That's it.
Jason McLaughlin, I'm still testing the mousetrap out. That's what you got to do. Test. Don't just take anybody's word for it.
Try it out.
Test.
For sure.
CBD Dropbox. When doing manual CTR manipulation via phones or SIM cards, do you need to be logged into Chrome, Gmail for the actions to be registered? Or can you get away with Firefox privacy mode, auto delete cooking on Excel?
You can get away perfectly fine. You don't have to be logged in. You don't have to be inside of an account. I think it's best to have separated personas. You don't necessarily need everything logged for there to be movement. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. So just like if you're using a quality software, you're storing the cache, right? Google stores cache on every browser session. If you're using a quality software, you're making separated storages for each session, for each persona. It's better to do it that way, but you don't need to do it that way. There could be nothing. It could be blank. There could be no storage. So it's up to you. I've seen it both work. It doesn't matter.
And he has a follow-up. Right now, he's using Firefox with full privacy mode, so we'll automatically delete cookies and exit, but wondering if I should switch to logged in Chrome instead.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's working fine. I think it's better to use those products. I think it's more of a trusted signal, and I think you might get movement faster when you're like, okay, you create a persona, you're creating your actions, you're storing everything like a normal user, but it's a lot more work, you know?
Yeah. Let's see here. Steve, thank you. Does map embeds on a blog post help GMB rankings move up?
Depends on if the blog post is receiving traffic, right? Is it generating clicks over? Then heck yes, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could create 1 million posts, right, and put them out in the wind there, but if they're not generating clicks and traffic, they're not doing anything. So yeah, if you're generating something on a quality blog, then heck yeah, it's worth your while. But if you're just creating SEO autopilot and throwing embeds on there, for what?
No, worthless.
Yeah.
Traffic, number one ranking factor. Traffic.
For sure.
Have to have traffic.
All day.
Let's see here. Any other questions? Let's get them in here and drop them in here. We'll answer them. No matter what they are. Keep them coming. Y'all are up early this morning.
It's a nice little warm up. Those were good ones.
Getting ready.
Very, very, select questions, which are always good. I like questions. Thank you. Steve Mover doing embeds on a blog post. Yeah. So I saw that one already.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm excited for this today. I'm flying on United. Right. So that sounds interesting.
I'm kind of scared to do any flying. It's like right now, it's almost said I'd love to be able to fly in, but the problem is I might fly in and not be able to fly back out.
That's a fact. Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, and they gave me. I noticed. I waited till the last minute to do the rental car thing, and I'm gonna try to get my out of it because they rewarded me with a. It seems like an older model for a rental, a Toyota Echo. I was like, this is an interesting vehicle. So I'm gonna get down there and see what they got. Maybe we could, for a small fee,
spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's spice it up a little. I was hoping for maybe like an SUV or something with some leg room, but I'll take it to
get a Escalade. Chris pulls up in a black tinted out Escalade. He'd be like,
"Wow." I don't think I've ever been in an Escalade. I've had M classes. That's what we have now. Vans, tons of vans. I like vans. I hate pickup trucks, so I usually buy vans. Rip all the seats out and use those for.
In the States, I had the pickup truck, and then I had Chrysler 300. That thing rode so smooth in West Virginia through the mountains. Especially during snow. My wife hated that.
I like the 300
flying through the mountains. And but then the other one she did like is we had the a Hummer, big old Hummer,
an H2 or H3
H2
yeah,
H2,
the Big John.
Yeah. Over here I got a tuk-tuk. I have a tuk-tuk, a ba, which is basically a tuk-tuk, so an advanced tuk-tuk and a scrappy old tuk-tuk, and then I got an SUV and I got a pickup truck, red and black. Go figure.
A tuk-tuk is a 3-wheeled bicycle.
You got it. Yeah, basically. Yeah, but it's cool. It's attached to a motorcycle, and you'll see these guys. They're sitting there driving, and they got one leg up on the bar, just chilling, and they're sitting there driving. It's like, y'all are ridiculous, man. Y'all don't need no drugs or alcohol or nothing like that. Y'all kill somebody. But
yeah, those guys are. I see. I watch a lot of. I love YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So I always like what I like is they'll go into these foreign markets and they're trying to get bootleg products like shirts and clothes and stuff, and they're talking people down. But when they're doing their traveling, they're always jumping in these tuk-tuks, and it's crazy. It's they're beeping and swerving around and stuff, and the dude's ah!
I hate it whenever you're actually driving with them in your truck, but actually letting them drive. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, they got that down. Yeah.
And but actually driving with them, it's insane. So this is I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say Baja. They pimp them out over here too. That's the other thing. They don't just, do one little they actually like to decorate them and paint them and every other thing, put all types of craziness on them. But this is a tuk-tuk. If anybody ever wants to know what a tuk-tuk is, that's a tuk-tuk.
Is that yours?
No, that's not mine.
No,
mine's yellow. Now a trike.
Yo, that's crazy. That looks like it has AC in it almost.
Yeah, you can have a lot of them. Now this is a tuk-tuk, but your traditional trike is like this.
I had one of those when I was a kid. Not decked out like that one. But
this is a traditional trike.
That's cool. Is that pedal?
No, it's a motorbike pad.
Yeah. It's probably like a 125 or something, right?
So typical. This is where I live at. This is a typical Pagadian trike because we have a lot of mountains. They call it the Little China, so it's real hilly. So we have this here in Pagadian.
So that's probably got a little bit of a larger motor in it, right?
Yeah. And they have to be able to have that to go up hills and all types of craziness. So it's pretty
that
wild.
Looks like it's straight on a motorcycle. So that's like a 675 or something.
If you like that, where Rotunda.
You just get in and sit down and like, all right, dude. Hey, that's an interesting image I see.
This is the Rotunda. This is the hill up where I live, and then this is the sea way out here. But you go down this Rotunda going, fast as shit. And
wow, look at
down
that
here's the ocean. It's beautiful.
Is that concrete?
That's concrete. Yeah.
Is everything concrete?
Yep, pretty much
everything.
That's this is the Rotunda area where we go up here and you have street foods, and then this goes down towards the ocean and stuff.
Oh, look at this! This is where we go to get street food, and it's like
where
those people had to travel to get there. Like it only looks like far away to get there.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's the water at?
How far water, if you go to Pagadian,
is it white sand or brown sand?
No, it's brown.
Brown sand, yeah.
So, but we have like in where I'm at, we have these waterfalls all the time. Like I take pictures of waterfalls and I go jumping in the waterfalls and stuff. But
so nice.
This is typical. One of my aunties, she actually owns the land where there's a waterfall. So
that's gorgeous.
This is the type of stuff we get to deal with. This is the waterfalls in a certain part of Pagadian. This is Pelican. It's just very calming, relaxing. The types of oceans we have here, it's really not that clean because we're near the city.
Right.
But then you can actually, the beaches here, you can take, this is the beach or the boulevard. This is the boulevard where I'm at. And then what happens is you travel on a boat, probably about 15, 20 minutes out, and there's what they call white beach. And it's nothing but white sand, and you can see these orange starfish on it. And you go out there fishing. You'll be out there on the beach when we cook fish or whatever, and you got the fishermen will come by and sell you fresh fish and shit. So
beautiful.
Pretty wild.
I could get used to that right there. I
told you. Fuck moving down to Florida. Y'all want to move down to Florida? I said move over here.
I can get used to that. Yeah, I'm liking that. And man, I want to get by the water. That's the goal. I'm trying to.
I told you be down by the water. You got 7,000 islands. Why in the hell would you want to be anywhere else, bro? And you have a housemaid, and someone cook for you.
Well, you said 2, maybe.
Yeah, we got Trace. We got 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking, in school tutoring for the kids, a maid, and then, as long as my wife's happy, I'm cool, man. Like you don't have to clean anything. Let's move.
Massage therapist that comes here.
Oh, that's a shame. Massage.
I get mine at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Then on top of it, you get to put mad people on. Like you could put people on in the community, right? Creating jobs for them.
Yep. And I'm actually going to be starting a weekly next week with a guy that is a Filipino, obviously, and he's hiring and trying to build out a agency as well. And he teaches them how to build online e-commerce stores. So me and him are going to JV and partner on something. So
nice.
trying to get more Filipinos jobs, especially in SEO, because SEO over here only got started probably 6 years ago. They didn't know nothing about SEO till probably 6-7 years ago. Karen says, hi guys, reviews. Is there an app or do you train a built funnel biz owners can give clients to make good reviews easy and address bad reviews before they hit the DMB?
So that's
Review
interesting.
game.
I think there's a lot of different products out there, but at the end of the day, unless you're on it and you're building the rapport with the clients, I think it's been, even with clients that have good businesses, it's hard to generate authentic reviews.
Yep.
So like you can spend all kinds of money on this, but I think it's just a matter of building the rapport at the very beginning, or asking for it at the very beginning. Building that rapport with your client, like regardless of the business owner, and then, having an email sequence or a nurturing sequence or whatever you got going on. I don't see the reason in spending money to generate reviews. It's a yes or a no from the customer. Even if they give you a yes, you still won't get the review. So Save your $100 a month and just ask. I don't mess with it.
Robert says, when creating a website for a multi-city, multi-service business, should or could I make my service pages geo-focused in the main city or headquarters, and then other location pages for the other cities?
So multi-service business, so multiple services. I think the best way to go is to create service location landing pages, right? So when I have multiple locations, you're going to do more work, but I think it's better for the long run, because then I'm targeting website.com/main service plus city, main service plus city, main service plus city, main service plus city. So that way they're housed on those service pages. Those are your top level pages. Then you're just listing your services, and then here's the cities we do it. Here's my services. Here's the cities I do it in. So I don't overcomplicate it. I think it's super simple, but I would just go for service plus city, service plus city, service plus city. That's it.
Simple, stupid. Keep it simple.
Simple. Yeah.
We already got that one on Karen. A Facebook user got a nationwide client doing Facebook lead generation. I'm going to try to build a mass GMB network verification aside. How difficult would it be? Do you guys recommend mass GMB or one site focusing on biggest keywords?
So you want to do Facebook lead generation, right? That's how we're entering the topic or the question.
Yeah.
But we're overly concerned with, but we're implementing GMB instead of just running straight pay-per-click, right? So I don't know the aim there. But with that being said, I don't know how you're going to successfully do mass lead generation with GMB when we're not looking at verification.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one myself.
Yeah, because you can drop all the pins in the world, but you're not going to get any of those pins to rank in big cities unless you're outputting a lot of money. You're going to need to get these listings verified. So best wishes to you.
Jason, where's the best place to find digital coupon affiliates?
Yeah, that's a fun one. I think one of the best places to start is see what sites, like look in the niche that you're trying to target and start looking at the sites that you're competing with. They're going to outline all the ones that are good affiliates to go for, so that's pretty much what we did. So start shopping around, start looking at the competitors, and you're going to see who are they promoting. Just get on board. What you're going to find is a lot of these guys are really lazy. They only have 300 or 400 words, on a page. So when you go in there with proper SEO, it's not too hard to.
I wanted to show you something, Chris. So you asked about the white beach. This is it.
Yeah, that's nice. That looks good to me.
Yeah, that's in the middle. Once you travel a little bit of ways away, that's the white beach area.
Yeah, that's
just
gorgeous.
So you can see.
That's perfect.
But yeah, it's beautiful out there. And then you have a couple other places, but
yeah, but is there anything nearby?
That's the closest thing nearby right there.
Wow.
Does
somebody live there?
It's basically a sandbar. And then whenever the water goes down a little lower, the whole white beach area is revealed. And then it's really clean out there too. Near the city, the water, everybody washes trash up and they don't really clean it too much. They've started doing a better job. But now if you went to the other places we go, like Boracay and Palawan, that's totally different. Like Palawan is like the beach capital of the world. Palawan is where, ultimately I usually go to Palawan or Boracay. Palawan's a dream. Palawan, if you've never looked it up, you ever want to go someplace nice, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
And that's where we usually go. And that's, it's cheap as chips to go here. You're talking, if you're in the actual, in Philippines and you want to get a nice hotel and you want the food and places to go, let's say $800. $800 probably.
A night?
No, just to go there. We were there for like.
Oh, you mean like a trip?
Yeah, we made a trip and we were there for a week. So, but it's not that expensive. So, versus and I'm talking about traveling, going touring,
like going to Vegas,
boating, yeah, Vegas. You'd be there for a night. So
in some cases,
you can get a 5-star hotel here. Huge in Manila for like $250, which with the 5 stars hotel, you go to the States, you're going to pay close to like $600-700 easy.
For sure.
So
yeah, junk is $200 a night.
Yeah. Karen, haha, the GMB. She's about the GMB about the reviews. Okay. It said the DMV instead. Before they hit the GMB, it said DMV.
DMV.
I hate the DMV. Stay away from them.
Yeah, want to waste a day? Go hang out at the DMV.
Yeah, go waste. Especially up there. Thank you guys for answering my last question. Now, here is one more doubt, please. Suppose we have 20 GMBs under a single brand name. Shall we put all these maps on respective area pages of our website?
So, I think in an ideal situation, you might want to separate these on different websites. Mm-hmm. But if you have to, internal pages are good. But we need some massive variation within the names of the business. A lot of people want to keep their brand name in there to have brand recognition, even though it's going to the same site. That's brand recognition enough. So if we could get enough variation within the name of the business, like totally different, then you can send it to internal pages. If not, I'd separate them. Different websites attached. It's nothing to throw up a site.
I usually tell them ideally I want them to actually be on a separate website.
That's ideal for sure.
But if you don't have the quote unquote money to do it, that's totally different. But I ideally want separate websites, separate GMBs, more assets, the better.
For sure. It's a pain in the butt and it's definitely going to cost more. It's good for the SEO, but it's also best for the customer too, for sure, for the business owner, because you're always going to be fighting with yourself. I find that a lot. You get somebody that has 10 locations, 8 locations. They're all pretty much in the same state, in the same city area. And then you're like, sheesh, this homepage keeps showing up. It's a lot of work to get those. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's fun though.
It's Chris, get out of Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, I am out of Philadelphia, thank goodness.
You're actually not in Philadelphia.
No, I'm not in Philadelphia. I lived in Philadelphia for a short period of time. I'm not looking to go back.
Yeah, you're like in a smaller city. I remember one of the craziest videos I seen you did. You were in the rain, and you're like, "Wow!" And I said, "Get out of there!" I was like, "Crazy that was son of a bitch in the rain."
Yeah, we had a fun day that day. Yeah, I was promoting. That was a small promotion. That was fun.
That's cool. That's cool. The cool stuff like that is what makes people stop scrolling and look. Wait a minute. In the middle of the rain? What's he saying here? Is he selling like raincoats now or some shit? CBD cakes. Oh, all these CBD folks coming in here. Nice place to move and set up an agency, Chris. I'm trying my best to drag his ass over here.
Chris, man, I think anywhere is good to set up. I think anywhere, but for me, I'm looking for no snow, right? Sunny weather, preferably on the beach, somewhere with a lower cost of living.
I think I might just have to say, Chris, I'm going to buy you a little piece of land or something right up on the fucking beach. And then Chris would drag his butt over here. Maybe then he'll come over.
A big one for me is it's like the girl's family lives here, and it's like, oh yeah, I know. It's like, and then I'm like, then I feel bad. I'm like watching the clock, like, well, 10 years ain't that long,
I had to make a decision at one point. Like when I came over here, my mom and dad, they're in their 70s. So I was like, if I don't do it now and I wait, I'm going to have to wait. I hate to say it, but till they kick the bucket to leave. And I said, I don't want to have to do that. I actually have told them, I said, why don't y'all move over here? You don't ever have to work. And they're both now retired, and I still can't drag them out of the United States because my sister is there with my nephew, which I understand, and my sister can't leave because she got a divorce and husband and all that other stuff. So, but they were outside watching barbecue or something the other day. Plane flies over there, like, you thinking what I'm thinking? I was like, yeah, drag y'all's asses over here. I'll keep you here.
Nice.
I'm actually with Kirk, one of the guy I was telling you about doing a show with earlier. I'm actually wanting to put together eventually, once this whole COVID thing's over, putting together a SEO conference or mastermind in the Philippines, and doing it like in Palawan and then stuff, so people can get together, have fun, Cebu or something like that, for the people over here. So. Facebook user, have either of you tested a CTR experiment with real people?
Yes.
I thought Chris was going to go no comment.
Yeah, I don't know what. It's an interesting question, just the way it's worded. A CTR.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean people? CTR people are real people? Like micro workers is real people.
That's real people. Like
network is real people.
Have we?
Holly driving across the galaxy. That's real people.
That's pretty real people. That's real people. Yeah, I think yeah. So yes, the answer is yes, definitely.
CBD Cakes. My location page is just ranked high in CBD SERPs after building with Chris 6 months ago. Oh,
nice.
Nice.
I don't remember working on any CBD stuff, but hopefully I've helped you along a little bit.
Yeah. I have a medical marijuana one that I did in Jacksonville 6 years ago. It's still #1. So
yeah, I've had a couple people reach out. I personally I steer clear of that kind of stuff. I know it's legal or whatever, but I my wife's funny, man. So
the only ones I steer clear of, I've told you, gambling and pornography. And pornography is like a big money maker, but I just, nope.
Yeah, I didn't get too much guff for that. Not like that, but escort stuff I've worked on.
Yeah, I've worked on one escort a long time ago, but I'm talking about like actually setting up webcams and straight pornography stuff.
That won't fly well in my house.
It's real good money. I know that, but I mean real good money. But
yeah, and I mean I guess
a lot of legal stuff too, because you have to, if you're going to do that, you need to have their IDs. You have to keep files on every one of them. And
that's too much. That's too
offshore hosting, all types of crazy shit. I don't want to mess with no more. So,
too much work.
BG, Chris, I watch your videos with you bouncing in the corner around and providing great GMB information. Great to see you this morning. He's always got tons of energy. I don't think I've ever seen Chris without like energy. Mario, for reviews, I created a form with Jot form for getting reviews. Good experiences are forwarded to their review platform. Unsatisfied people are able to leave a message for the owner. It's perfect. It's something I did long time ago for a not hospital, but basically a medical facility. Same thing. So if they were going to leave a good review, it went to the review platforms. Bad review, it's in a form to us, and we could handle it before it ever got to GMB. It's against terms of services, but
it's fair.
It is what it is. So
yeah, I think it's healthy to have at least one or two.
At least one or two.
Yeah, one or
There's
two.
There's all types of things that are against the terms of services, So, Robert, recruit some broke college kids at a university to do some clicking. Yeah, that's
if you're there, if you're centrally located, that would be easy.
Yeah. So it's like this guy is saying, the Philippines is a good place to move and have an agency. That may be, I mean, for me, like I've told my story repetitively, it's like I did not come here to start an agency. I came here because I was broke and had no place to go, and I'd already bought plane trip tickets. So, and then wound up working as a VA, which then turned into an agency.
Do they have like Airbnbs and stuff where you are?
Not that
Nothing
I know
like
of.
that.
There is this freaking, because I go outside. One of the worst things I hate is tons of bugs. You're never going to get rid of the bugs, ever going to happen, at least where I'm at. And the thing is, for example, we have these, near the bamboo, we have these little bitty wasps. And I'll go outside and I wear cologne, and they're immediately attracted to the cologne. So I'll have to stay away from them because I've been bitten by them before. If you get too many bites from them, it will send you to the hospital. So
Jeez,
I kind of stay away from certain places and stuff.
It's a little intense. Jeez.
Yeah, but
recruit some kids. So it looks like we're ending towards. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna buy some simple things, essentials, we'll say. Some essentials
for this
yeah, I
trip.
just want some throwaway clothes, like some sweatpants, some fruit.
So you're gonna be speaking in NFG?
Yeah, like I spoke with Mike, and it seemed like they have like almost like a criteria. It's almost like they're teaching a course live. And like when I spoke to him, it was more like, I think I could fit you in a particular section. So whether it's going to be, awesome. Speaking on YouTube or a very particular piece, So, but I'm just thrilled to be able to
be there,
enjoy live, right?
Yeah.
And what I'll do is when I come home, I probably couldn't go over exactly what I've learned, but we could talk about the day, right?
A little bit here.
So that's what I'm thinking. From the Airbnb, come home and hey, here's who spoke today. Here's what I learned to a degree.
It's like in the group there was something, and I can't say exactly what. My boy Jason, he's doing a rank and rent program, right? And I was there. Holly was actually speaking, and she dropped like a freaking golden nugget. I'd never thought about with keyword research. And she's like, oops, I'm not supposed to say that, but if you hadn't been in the course and you hadn't been there, you lost it. She's actually going to be on again with him. I think my time tonight's 10 p.m. So in like 2 hours, Holly will be on again doing the whole network thing. But next week, whenever you're back, that'll be awesome. Go over some of the stuff you can, talk about.
Right.
So,
yeah, I'm I don't really know what the curriculum is. I was, he said just show up early. So, and I was totally cool with that. I'm an off the cuff.
Just show up early and we're going to see what we can do here.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
This type of juice we get flowing.
So, yeah, I'm eager to come back. And then I guess in October too, then we'll go to Rockstars. That should be a hot one. That should be fun.
That'd be awesome.
And that's in Vegas. I'll be right on the strip. So I'm sure I'll have a ball while I'm there.
I'd have to stay away from that. Even if I could fly to the States, I'd have to stay away. My wife would be calling me. She'd be like, hey, I'm either coming with you or I'm going to call you every 5 minutes to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I know you're probably at a damn, I'm sitting here with Chris. Yeah. Let me see Chris. Let me talk to Chris. And I can't let her talk to Chris because I'm sitting there. I'm in a hand, hun. I'm in a hand.
No. That's always fun. Yeah, and they're really anal at the table, so you actually couldn't even answer the phone, right?
That's the way I am. I say you're not supposed to be on the phone because you could be, telling and types of crap. Vipin, Google guarantee. What do you think? How much traffic it snatches from organic GMBs in your experience?
I think in some niches now, it's almost necessary.
Yep.
Like in some niches, you're just gonna have to bite the bullet. Like if you're gonna be a player, if you want to win at all, you have to have. That's like step one, right? So, as far as the amounts, it varies depending on the niche. But as far as depending on your niche that you're going into, like sometimes you just have to go for it. if you even want to get into the pack. So
no, we tell people, I mean, I've had roofers that were spending, let's say 20,000 or about that on regular ads. And then we go into Google Guaranteed and actually help them save money from regular Google ads because it's not as expensive and got them more qualified leads. Hey, Jason, appreciate that. I don't know what ZAR is in US dollar, but appreciate it. As always, love the content. Would love to bounce my Gmail warm up off of you guys. So, but yeah, appreciate it.
Yep, 35. So it's 1 ZAR is 66 cents. So
yeah, I have no clue what it is.
I was curious, what the heck is ZAR? ZAR. What is ZAR? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's South African. South African rand.
Yeah. When he says rand, I know what rand is. So
yeah. So that's kind of cool. Cool, man. No other questions? Anything else before I go to Walmart and wander aimlessly?
This one, he said GMB Posts, we use them weekly. Photo or no photo, call to action or no call to action, offer. Would enjoy your comments.
All right, so let's take those in order. So GMB Posts, yes. Using them weekly, I think I would base that on what the competitor is doing. You might want to ramp that up a little tiny bit. Photo or no photo, definitely photo or video for sure. Maybe even a carousel, photo and video together. I like that a lot. And then call to action, of course, for sure.
Yeah,
like
always.
A call now, or definitely a call, and then point them to other pieces of like point them to your Twitter, point them to wherever else that could potentially get them into your circle of life, right? Into your wheel
system. Yep. Let's see here, Jason. We have lions on our money, brother. Yeah, I've never even seen it. That'd be awesome. I love
Gotta have lions. That. ZAR money, huh? Let's take a look at that. I'm curious now. What kind of golden nuggets do we have for the week? So you've got me intrigued. Like, what was Holly? Well, what was Holly not supposed to say again?
I can't say it. Yeah, but it was good. It was on keyword research. I'll put it that way. And I was like, woo.
I know Holly's a big fan of the keyword golden ratio. I know that.
Yeah, but nothing to do with that one.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I know that she's a fan of that. That's fun.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I see the ZAR money now. You got lions and cheetahs and all types of shit on this stuff, man.
Yeah, I see. What is that? Mandela on there?
Yeah, Mandela's on one of them.
Cool.
There you go.
Gotta have that.
Got some ZAR money.
A little bit of ZAR. Hey, got a cheetah? That's some interesting looking money.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the plates for that. It probably looks like it took a while to make. Very colorful, right? Sheesh. Cool, man. Hey, I had a fun day. Anything else fun? What's this say? Golden ratios, daddy?
This thing is the keyword golden ratios. That is true.
Oh,
you have to talk to Holly about it because
it's the daddy,
it was good.
Cool.
It was good.
I always love them. I like that. That's a fun strategy. I shouldn't say. I give you a little taste.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It was good. I did find a way. You probably already know some of this stuff, but I did find a way to do with an emulator. How to write reviews. That was easy peasy part. But actually do the Latin long and put that on the photo and then upload it and do some other photo stuff and then upload it as if you're on location into the GMB review as well. As I'm writing the review and I just did a roofing job and I post the photos of it with the review via an emulator and it sticks.
Are they sticking for you?
Yeah, they're sticking.
That's handy.
They're sticking. So I seen that. I was like, oh, Chris is gonna like this one.
Yeah, I like the emulators. I like the cloud emulators a lot better. I would go to the cloud. I hope you're not using anything that's desktop, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's too slow. I
need faster,
much faster.
That's what I like. Ollie had said in the course too, or in the class too. She said, I'm not really an SEO. I'm a tester. Usually, it's like I like to find something that actually works in like 5 minutes so that I can go watch Netflix. So you don't like doing it, you know, sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours and just waiting and waiting and waiting. So
yeah, but I think a lot of the, this, well, and you're running an agency, the stuff that works is mandatory, and a lot of it is very tedious. Like, people don't want to learn that. It doesn't sell a course.
yeah.
But I think that 85% of the stuff that really actually works is long, tedious, mundane, very repetitious work.
Yeah, and that's what my son told me, because when I was teaching him SEO, that's what he's telling me. He said SEO is boring because it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again.
But it's boring for us because we've done it so many times. For somebody brand new, though, like,
it's exciting.
There's so much to learn, You
start learning it, and then you start seeing that it affects. The exciting part for me was whenever I first started was seeing that you do this, and then you get into the top SERPs, and then you actually see it work. And then people, like, I got a call today about my phone won't stop fucking ringing, and I'm like, I love it. I love that sort of thing, So
what I've been trying to do, like, is I'll go through like spurts, but currently I want to master from memory the 152 places to put a keyword or an LSI word for on page. Like, what are the 152 places to optimize a page, right? And then it's 100% optimized. So I'm trying to, from memory, okay, we start here and we're going to work down. There's 152. So boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to just master it. Okay, here. Once I have that, I'll feel very confident.
Yeah.
That's my current, what I've been going through. I've been doing flashcards. That's usually what I do, so I can recite it from memory. Yep.
Mario, the same way Google Vision can see text on images, do you think text overlay in video is red? If so, does it help YouTube rankings, or does it not matter?
I think it does matter, and I think they are reading it, and they use a version of OCR, right? I think it's OCR, something like that. They have acronym, I think it's called, for it, or something else maybe. But yeah, I think it's like OCR or something along those lines. And yes, they are utilizing it. And like, you can, just like you're doing for images, you can encode videos too. They're looked at the same. You can get the same kind of data inside of it. If you were in the training, that same thing that we're doing with the images, you can do with video too. I'm not giving that one away. I wouldn't sell that idea. That took a long time to figure out. That's a lot harder. You will corrupt your files way easier, but it can be done.
Let's see here. What else we got going on? I believe you're about ready to get heading out. Awesome info, guys. Didn't know you could add video to GMB Posts. Yep.
For sure. Right. It'll spin forever, and it'll take forever to load, but
it'll eventually get there.
It'll go. Yeah, it's like their servers are like lackluster over there or something. Or maybe they don't have as many. I don't know. Or their balancing is off. It's quite interesting. Actually, I always wondered why it took so long over there. What the heck are they doing?
They're like, not on energy drink. They're not on energy drink. No. That's what it is. They're not on coffee. They're not drinking the energy drink.
So, William, man, I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.
I have to go shop and take a shower. I have to drive to Allentown, and then I'll be on the plane for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's fun at beautiful, man.
North Carolina. It doesn't look like there's much going on there, actually. Yeah. I was looking for, where's Pizza Hut? That was my first question. Where are the nearest pizza shops?
Yeah.
Right? Because that'll be my go-to. But, man, it's been a pleasure. I always like doing this. So,
all right, man. I appreciate it. You have fun, too. Whenever you get back, we'll do it again. Yeah,
we'll do it again. And what we spoke about, I'm dealing with clients, intaking new VAs, and then I went on vacation, speaking engagements. Once I have some calmness, I'll be a lot more ready to
implement some of the other stuff. Yeah, because I already talked to them, and I already have the guys ready. They're like, yeah, we could do that. No problem.
Well, yeah, and I'm thinking we could do a pilot, because it seems like between us, we could have some guys that will understand what a test run is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. And then too, that'll be our best from our groups. and then say, okay, here, I'm going to send you one, you, get 30 or 50 guys together. And then let's test a run, and then we'll record everything, see the results. Once we get some wins, we'll be rich. No.
So then get you over here on a beach.
2 beaches.
Yeah, at least. Appreciate it, brother. You take care, and I'll see you again soon. See everybody.
See you next week.